Welcome to another live episode. After the slight rains we received 2 days ago, Welcome all to another live episode. Wow, welcome all, welcome words of wisdom, welcome. Thanks for tuning in to this live episode. This bed because I'm so happy. Side so that, yeah, a bit better. So here I have my bed with the watermelon, and you also see some beans. I scattered some bean seeds around the bed. Beans or legumes are great plants that fix in nitrogen. So at least they are supplying nitrogen that my watermelon plants need. This stage during fruiting and flowering, when I went live when it was raining, I showed you the flowers of the watermelon. So during this time, I'm also giving them the potassium-rich fertilizer. It's rich in phosphorus and potassium. Fertilizer I've blended for more than, now should be 10 months in. So right now, that is what I'm giving to my plants. And as you can see now, I have some nice small fruits that have already formed right here. So here I have two. Then I also have watermelon in a container, and it also has some fruits. The container watermelon is on this side. I'm planning to move this bench to another location, but here it has like two at this point, and there's another one right here. It has more flowers. So I know at least if the rains, by the way, it has not rained again. It rained 2 days ago, but the weatherman had warned us that the rains will not be that heavy. There will be light rains. So at least people who took a head start to start with their own little water will benefit from the little rains. If you look at the ground, it is so dry. You can't even tell whether it rained some 2 days ago. It should be wet, but right now it's already dusty. It's already dusty. Yet it rained a considerable amount of rain at night and in the morning. But now the ground is dry again. So here I'm so happy I have my watermelon. This is great. So I'm growing watermelon in my suburban garden. It's wonderful. This will be the second time I'm growing watermelon in this garden. I think the first time I did the watermelons, I had not started sharing my videos on YouTube. So this is the second time I'm growing watermelons. So I'm hoping there'll be a lot of melons all around here. Then I'll just be using these sheets to put like a soft landing for the fruits once they grow. So more flowers even on this side, and small fruits. You have to really take your time to look closely to see the small fruits as they start forming. Don't know if I can see another one right now really fast and point it out. I thought I saw another one. I wanted to point it out to you to see the small fruits as they form. But I can't see it right now. Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. So next I want to show you my potatoes in an underground container. Doing good. and almost going into flowering, which means they'll be going into forming their tubers really soon. They're about to start forming their tubers. So they're doing good here at this point. In the evening, there's just some little shade like this, but it gets a lot of sun. Then we go on to our sunflower. So I planted sunflowers mainly to attract pollinators to my garden, and you've seen different birds in my garden. So I have many birds. More birds are now visiting my garden. In the morning when I wake up, I think I will share a video of the different birds that are now visiting my garden. And they are visiting the garden, and they are chewing the sunflowers even before they are ready. So at least they are attracting the pollinators. I have more bees in my garden. Remember, pollinators are so important. If you don't have pollinators, that's why I have zucchinis of very many different shapes. I've already prepared another video. I was just completing the editing. I will share the video either today or tomorrow. I will share the video. So look at what the birds are doing. They are chewing the sunflower even before they are ready. Here I have a multi-headed sunflower. It has 2 heads. But now they've already chewed this part. And you really can't, unless you're here 24/7 to ensure that they don't bite into your sunflower. It's a real task to keep them away. But the main point was to get more of pollinators into my garden. So I have sunflower at different points. So aside from the birds chewing the sunflowers, also the dogs are going from my young sunflower starts that I transplanted some. It should be a week. It should be a week. Let me show you my sunflower starts. It should be a week, and the dogs are chewing the soft starts because they are looking for green. I did share a video that outside there is no grass, there is no mulch. So they're looking for something green to chew. And look at this. So these are birds and dogs. The birds are chewing and the dogs are also chewing this sunflower. You see? So what I did, I have made sure I've planted sunflower at different. So here I will get sunflowers. I'm not so afraid whether they'll survive or not, because the other sunflower plants I've just shown you right now, they were also chewed by the dogs and they survived. I'm hoping also these ones will survive and give me some beautiful flowers. So I have some stats here. And on this other block, you have some more stats here. These are also sunflower. So it seems that this corner is a little bit hidden. It's close to where I have where I'm doing my composting. Welcome Nikki. Welcome Words of Wisdom. Hi. Welcome to my garden. Come and see the real picture. So here what I'm explaining about my sunflower, these are stats, but these ones the birds have not attacked them yet. And by the way, I did see the Hadada ibis coming and I chased it away. Remember, I've had a lot of struggles with the Hadada ibis in the past. And I think I want to buy a catapult. I will buy a catapult and come with it. I did see it around because I have my climbing beans right there. And I saw the Hadada ibis coming to land there, and I chased it away. Good thing I was close. I was close by, so I chased it away. So the birds and the dogs, they're attacking the sunflower. So I've planted sunflower here. I've planted sunflower this end. So let's go. I want to show you the different points. Here I also have some. Here I also have some sunflowers, and these ones have opened. And again, wow, look at the bees. Perfect timing. There's a bee here. Perfect timing. Look at how beautiful it is. Look at this. So here the birds also came and attacked the sunflower. You can see there's a head here. You see this? So the birds are coming for the sunflowers even before they're ready because there's no green around. If you watch the video I shared, the one that I went outside going showing you the state because of the drought. It is dry. The ground is dry, there's no grass. So here I have sunflowers and the other block. This other block I've not planted anything because I don't have enough water. I was hoping for the rainfalls to come at least in good amounts so that I can get water for all these other pots. So all these are good pots and they have a lining underneath so to save water. So it's just a modification to help you grow crops during droughts. These are my other sunflowers. And it seems the birds and the dogs have not seen this one. So these ones look a little bit better. So that's it for the sunflowers. So at different points, I've put sunflower plants to attract pollinators, to attract the birds. And now I have this man here should help me keep the the big birds away. So let's go to the cucumber fruits. Again, I'm having trouble with pollination. Here you see, look at the kind of fruits I'm getting. There are like 2 or 3 fruits that are well formed. Then if you look at the colors, it will show you that I'm not getting complete pollination. You see this? And the humidity is so low, so the leaves are drying up. The container is moist. Here I have a good cucumber fruit. But generally still, I need to attract more pollinators into the garden so that my pollination is good. Instead of going around trying to hand pollinate. Hi, Angela. Welcome to this live show. So right now I'm on to the cucumber plants. I have a cucumber plant growing from the tree up there. Welcome, Angela. So I hope I can harvest the cucumbers today. Then I want to show you. Let me try and get a little bit closer. So look at this cucumber plant again. So this is also another problem with pollination. That is why you get fruits that are like this, because at one point you get some good fruit, then at a different point you get very different fruits, just like the zucchini. I have different shapes, and the last time I planted zucchini in the ground, not even in containers, I got very good zucchinis all through. But right now I'm getting so many different shapes of zucchini, and all this is a problem of pollination. There's a problem with pollination. So at least I'm trying to make sure my sunflowers, I want to start again more sunflowers, attract more pollinators to the garden. They are so important. So let me show you these other sunflower plants. These are the first sunflower plants that I planted, and they are more than, is this more than 1 meter high? Look at this. And they need support. So this is what the birds have done. Look at this head. Beautiful sunflower plants. Welcome, Real Fresh Wisdom. Welcome to my garden. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome, Evelyn. Welcome to my garden. Thank you for tuning in. So I'm explaining what the birds have been doing to my sunflower plants. So now they need support. I already have something to support them. I'll be doing the video tomorrow. Thank you, Real Fresh Wisdom. So look at what the birds are doing. So outside there is no there's no green to chew outside. So this is where they come and chew. At least they're getting something. So unless you're doing irrigation, unless there's a large farm nearby doing irrigation, you can't plant anything. Basically, people now have stopped planting, and the plants that are surviving are just like drought resistant plants. Things like the snake plant, the aloe vera right there, those are the things that are surviving right now. So once your sunflowers get like this, you have to support them. So I'll share a video how I'm going to support my sunflower plants. Remember, I have them at different points. So even if the birds are attacking them, I'm thinking what I'll do, I can start some 2 sunflower plants and they will catch up. So they will come in, the birds come, but at least they are attracting more pollinators. I'm seeing more bees, and the pollinators are so important. Apart from the birds, now this is what the dogs are also doing. Again, because of drought, there's no green outside. Evelyn is asking whether is it possible to build a net to cover over it. You see this net here? This net, this is what I was using. So here, I have a net. This is what I try to use to cover the sunflower plants. This net. So what I was doing, but I noticed it's like weighing down the sunflower head. I removed it after some time. And that is why some of them have survived. So what I did, with this net here, yeah, I have a scarecrow. Evelyn, I have a scarecrow, but on the other block, on this block, I don't have a scarecrow. So this net is what I use to cover like this. You see, at least to keep the birds away. But then I saw it was really making the flowers feel like they are constricted. I don't know, I need to get something that can make the net more stable and wide, because you see right now, when you do this, you see what it does to the flowers, but it covers the head. So I had put nets like this to just keep the birds away from the head. So I have to be gentle to try and ensure that this don't eat the whole sunflower head before I can get to enjoy. This is the first time I'm planting sunflower here in this garden. You see, that is what I was doing. You cover it like that. So that's the purpose of these nets that you saw hanging on the tree. That's what I'm using to keep the birds away. But now when you do it for long, you see what it does to the flowers. Because I want the flowers to stretch out beautifully and nice. And also, even by doing this, I did see that the bees will still visit the flowers. So it doesn't keep the bees away. It keeps at least the birds away, but it sort of bends the flowers instead of just letting the flowers be open. That's why I removed the nets. So I'm still thinking of a better way to place the nets. Once I get a better way to place the net, something that can hold it wide so that it doesn't bend. Like, see, you see here there was a net. That is why you see the flowers like this. And after removing the net, this is what the birds did. See, they are really having a feast. Right now I have so many different birds that are visiting my garden. Different colors of birds. The sandbirds, I have the weaver birds, I have the firefinch. Many different types of birds are visiting. So besides the birds, now the dogs, also they are chewing my corn. So you see at the top here where you see it is cut. This is not a pest. These are dogs coming to chew my corn. They are chewing my corn. There's no pest here. These are dogs. So here I've done companion planting. I have the beans, the corn, and the amaranth. The amaranth is still shooting up so slowly. The beans shot up faster even though I planted them later. So I have 3 of them here for the purpose of fixing in nitrogen and also creating a ground cover. Remember, I still have a problem with mulch. So at least they are covering the ground well and supplying and fixing nitrogen for the corn to grow. But now the dogs again are giving me a hard time because they are coming to chew. Welcome, welcome, Lolo. How are you? Welcome, welcome. So I'm explaining that I've been chewing my corn because they're looking for something green. They're looking for something green to chew. And there's no grass outside. This is still the state. So we had rains. Was it on Thursday? 2 days ago. Thursday and Friday, so Saturday. Yes, like Thursday. Yes, welcome Lolo Agu. And it's still dry like this. And the weatherman told us for this to change, we need a lot heavy rains like El Nino. We need an episode of El Nino if you are going to see the moisture of the soil to go up. Right now the soil is still so dry. Even after the rains, the ground is dry, dry, dry. It's as if even the rains just made the plants thirstier. Do you know the feeling like thirsty and you need some water and you only got like quarter a glass of water? Now you feel more thirsty. So it's like the plants are even more thirsty. It's more thirsty. Here I have mint. And remember, this mint really struggled. All around it was mint. And I had started it in water. But not all of them survived. So many of them died off because of the high heat. I remember showing the container in another video and they were really struggling. So I only had like 1 mint plant that survived, and now at least it's populating. And I know mint grows really well. So I know I'll have more mint in the garden. So let's go to my, okay, remember my mango seedling? So this is how far we are. This is how far we are with the mango. Looking nice and strong. I still have the other seeds, so I'm hoping to start more mango seedlings, and I want to like give out some mango seedlings. Okay, there's a bird that has just visited the sunflower. See on the swing. I don't know whether you can see. So this is not a common bird. I can't get really closer. This is not a common bird here. But now, we are getting more of such birds coming to visit. It just came to the sunflower right now. I think it didn't see I was here. It didn't notice me. So I'm getting more and more birds coming. And they're coming to chew the sunflower. It has already flown now. It has flown away. It has flown away. It was there on the swing. It has flown away. It just, that sunflower, it patched there. Then I think I moved. It flew to the swing. So many birds are coming to the garden. And here I have some more stats. Here I have leeks. And then I have my chili. So this week I'll roll out a video on, this is a sweet chili. This is capsicum, paprika. So this week you can expect a video on capsicum. Here I have eggplant. Wow. Let me show you the eggplants, how far we are. We are now flowering, just about to set fruits. So look at my eggplant just about to set fruits. You see? So down here, I think I should get closer. Let me try it closer so that you see. So remember, I cut this plant when it was young. At this point, this is where I cut it. For these lower leaves, I can remove them. And there are some pests, and I've planted garlic, at least to reduce the population of pests. Then it's forming, the fruits are here. You see this? So I've multiplied the fruits I'm going to get from this plant by cutting it and let it spread from the side. So what you see, they are branching out from this side and this side. So that's what you see. And now I've managed to get fruits on this branch, this side, and on this side instead of the one shoot that was growing. So this one, very soon, you'll be seeing some big fruits. Then I have another one that I've started, the one that I've shown you. Let me get closer. So this is the young plant. It starts off like this. So it starts off like this. Then I have even the ones that have just emerged elsewhere. I've placed the pot elsewhere. I removed the starts from here, some of them, because the birds are also attacking the starts. They're coming for the greens. Okay, look. Here I started tomatoes and eggplants, and look at what the birds have done. This is they came and chewed. They chewed the tops. So what they can't chew is the onions, the leeks, the spring onions, the red onions. That one they won't chew. But the other soft starts they will chew. They won't also chew the carrots. So let me show you my carrots, how far we are. And I did notice they are starting to form. So look at my carrots. I did see some carrots starting to form somewhere. Let me see if I can check. You see inside there? So now they are starting to form. Angela is asking, do I transplant? Yes, Angela, I transplanted these carrots to the container instead of thinning. I need a bigger scarecrow. The scarecrow is there in the other block. I think I need a scarecrow for the 3 different blocks. I'm also thinking of reusing the old CDs and just crisscrossing all over the garden so that I can chase away the big birds, and also the reflection can keep the birds away. So in these pots, what I did, instead of thinning, instead of planting all the carrot seeds and thinning, I transplanted them one by one. So the good thing about that, you see, my carrots are well spaced. You see this? My carrots are well spaced. So at least I know I'm going to get good sized carrots as they continue growing. So they're well spaced. And the spacing can even be bigger than it, but one centimeter is good enough. Yes. And I did ask people, Angela, what do you prefer? Do you prefer thinning carrots, or have you done transplanting before? You see? They are well spaced like this. Then this is another line. It's possible to transplant carrots. And I shared a method. I shared, like, is it two methods how to do it? So that you can have your carrots surviving. So these carrots, I transplanted them just the way I've shown you the small starts. What you do after starting them in a big container, make sure you select a big container. You see, my container is not small. It's quite big, giving for you to leave your starts for longer. This is one of my container modifications. I shared a video on the container modification. So here I can leave them on for longer. So even more than 10 centimeters, 15 centimeters, they will just grow here without really feeling constricted. So once you leave them here for longer, they'll be stronger, and then now you can transplant them. You can check the video. You see the two methods how I transplanted them. So that's the benefit of using these big containers instead of very, very small containers. These smaller containers, it means you can't leave the plant here for long. But for these ones that are bigger, you can leave the plant here for longer. At least even my chili has stayed here for quite a long time. Till I see there's one that wants to start flowering, but I need to remove the flower. And also I want to pinch it to increase the production. So that's what's going on with my carrots. They're looking good. I hope I can harvest some soon. Oh, this is another container with carrots I didn't show you. Oh, there's this line and this line. Do the birds also eat the carrot stems? No, I haven't really seen them on the carrots. They love the flowers. And the dogs also, I've not seen them on the carrots. And also you see from the container with my carrot starts, yeah, they leave the carrots, they leave the onions. Yes, 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 Angela. So the birds leave the carrots, they leave the onions, they go for the tomatoes. They had beetroots. I had sweet chard. They are chewing all those young starts. So I removed my starts. I'm hiding them inside here. Here I have more starts and more succulents. So what you see here, I removed this container from this area so that the birds don't chew the starts again, because they've already noted that there's a green garden somewhere. So Angela, I have a lot of space, but the issue, and then aside from space, I can grow all year round. But the issue here is water. Water scarcity is the problem. In my past videos, I've been growing directly into the ground. But right now, you see, I have so many containers to help me conserve water. At least using containers, I just come and water the containers with the little water I get from the kitchen. But then all this space, I'm imagining if I had beds all through the space and the other block, the 3 blocks, I'd have so many plants growing. But now the issue is water. I don't have water. And the drought is making it worse because we have to buy water, and we are buying water from someone with a borehole, and also the level of water in the borehole has gone down. So getting water even to use for just the normal daily use in the house is still an issue. So I'm trying to grow in the garden, but also getting water in the house is an issue. And here you have green. So what I've done here, where you see green, this is like an underground, a sunken bed. For this sunken bed, there's a sheet underneath so that I can save the water. It does not seep into the ground. So if I get at least a lot of water, more than 20 liters, I come and water the patch, and it is saved by the sheet. I don't lose any water to the ground. So also when it rained, I know these vegetables got some good amount of water. And now they're ready for harvest. And remember, this is cowpeas and okra. So the okra is hiding just inside here. Once I harvest the cowpeas, you will see the okra. If I can move closer so that I can show you okra. There's okra here. So there's okra all through the bed, but it's hiding. So here I've done the companion planting to help me cover the area. And you see The cowpeas has done really well with such a small amount of water, and it is still green. So I wanted it to get at least some rain before I harvest, but this week I think after those rains, I think this week I will harvest. I will harvest the fresh leaves to prepare something in the kitchen. Then I can plant more cowpeas because they will come up so fast. In 3 weeks, they will cover the ground again. Then I can let the okra continue growing. So I will harvest carefully so as not to disturb the okra. So all through, in between, there is okra. Like here, there is okra. So I need to remove it to harvest so that the okra can now get more sun. Here there is okra. Do you see the okra here? So this one is ready for harvest. And now to my zucchini. I've harvested the zucchini. I'm still getting so many male flowers. And right now, yesterday, for the past 2 days, I haven't seen many flowers developing. But now I've harvested the other fruits. These ones I will harvest tomorrow, the remaining fruits. I will harvest them tomorrow. I harvested them on, was it on Friday or when? But I saw the ones that I left behind, they were still far behind. So I let them grow a little bit, and now I think they're ready for harvest. And look at the different shapes I'm getting. Look at this one. It's like a club shape. Look at that one. It's like a fist. Look at that one. It's not even straight. I have another bulbous zucchini. Let me try and move this side. So all this is happening because of pollinators. There's incomplete pollination. So here, this fruit here, can you see? Let me get down here. Yes, much better. This will be a bulbous zucchini. It's a different shape. Now look at that zucchini. In the middle, it is bulging. Then at the end, it is thinner. That one is also, it's a different shape. So I think I've only harvested one zucchini that is straight. I will share a video. I've gotten so many different shapes, and all this is because of pollination. The issue of incomplete pollination, and because of the high temperatures, the drought. We don't have many pollinators in the garden, and the water stress. So also the flowers, I got many male flowers. Like today I had some few male flowers. There's a female that will open up tomorrow here. Let me get closer. Let me show you a female. Here there is a female that will open. This is a female. This one will open up tomorrow. So all these flowers, these are all males. These ones that you've seen dying are all males. These ones will open up tomorrow. Here, no flowers. Nothing. See males. Okay, see the shape of this zucchini. See the shape of this zucchini. So I've gotten zucchini funny shapes. Male flowers and funny shaped zucchini, all because of the drought, the high temperatures, and the problem with the pollinators. So that's the story with the zucchini, and also the cucumber. You have seen that I'm getting different types of fruits with the color is not uniform, and it's another problem with pollinators. So let me finish up with this. Here I have my climbing bin, and this is how far we are. And at this point, these are my bags. I want to create more grow bags. I just got them from construction, so I'm going to reuse them. There I have more containers, and here I have some material to make biochar. I did share a video, I think last time, sometime back, about biochar. So this, I save this to make some biochar. Biochar is really good because here our soil compacts so hard. So I have to add something at least to make the soil less compacted, make the soil a little bit more airy, to make it easier for the roots to penetrate. So here there are just containers that I want to reuse at this end. Okay, let's move on to this other block. Oh, and before we move on to this other block, here I have the pumpkin, I have corn, and I have some beans. So the beans, some of them I already harvested the beans, and I've left here now this is the pumpkin that is growing and the corn. So it's like I'm doing the three sisters at this point. Then around you see the drought resistant plants. These are snake plants. At least the snake plants, even if they look like this, once they get just some little rain, they will revive. Even this one will revive. Even passiflora will revive. If it gets some little rain, it will revive. So those ones, having those drought resistant plants in your garden is good. At least you get some green. And then here I have my chili. So I'm almost harvesting my chili. Look at this. Remember, all these plants were so dry. Let me show you some nice chili. Look at this. So this is the green one. This one you can harvest. Once it turns color like that, you can harvest. So this is how it looks when it starts turning color. This is the fat chili. Look at this. And see this one is also flowering. Remember, these plants, all these chili plants were dry. This one has not started very little flowers. They were all dry like this. This one I have tried watering it, and I think maybe because it was so small and the roots had not gone that deep, it has not been able to come back up, because all of them were dry like this. But now I'm about to harvest chili. Here there's some few flowers, and this one I'm going to get a lot of chili. Look at this. You see all this white? This is all chili. This is all chili. And the other chili, it's turning color. Look at this. So this is how it looks when it starts turning. It starts off green like this, then it turns like this. Then it will be this red. So I can let it just dry before I harvest. This is nice. So the water that I use in the kitchen, I use in the house, that is not soapy. The water that is not soapy, that is what I come and reuse in the garden. At least I have managed to revive the chili that was dry. Let me show you the tips of this plant so that you know this chili was, look at this. This is the tip. They were all dry like this. But I've managed to revive it with the little water I get reusing water in the kitchen. And this chili, I planted them, is it 2 years ago? It was among the first videos I shared in my channel. And it has survived thus far. Look at this. So this is more than a meter high for the chili. It's more than a meter high for the chili. So when the water I use to wash vegetables, or after I've cooked beans and it is not hot, as long as it is not hot, I've cooked beans, and as long as it does not have soap, that is what I've come and used. I come and use to water my plants in the garden. So this is lovely. So soon I'm getting some nice chili. I can save some more fruits. And here, and chili again, the birds love chili too. The birds also visit chili. Yes, thank you, Evelyn. For you to harvest here, you have to think of different ways to grow your crops. Look at this. This is a bird that has done this. Here, the birds love chili. So if you delay harvesting your chili, the birds will help you to enjoy. The birds will help you enjoy your chili. So this bed for the chili plants, I don't have a sheet underneath because, thank you, Angela. I don't have a sheet underneath because I planted this chili when the rains were still good. Remember, I've been telling you we've not been getting some good rains more than 2 years. But before, at least we could get some good enough rains to help you just grow in the ground. And that is why I have these containers. These are all modifications with the sheet underneath to help me save water. All this. And I have some friends there. Okay, again, the birds again. Here, let me get here. I have some friends here who they like rolling on the soil. And look at that's how they look. They come and sit here in the garden. So the birds, these are my beetroot, and I have radish. So the small starts you see around are radish and the beets. But you see the beets, these are not really pests that have done this. These are now birds. These are now birds that are coming to chew the green. You get them coming to chew the green on the beets. But now what do I do? How do I chase them away? I need them to pollinate the garden. But now they are also enjoying the greens. Here I have cabbage. And then where you see I've placed the, trying to get a good, yeah, much better there. So this, I got it from the live fence because sometimes the dogs want to come and just lie on the vegetables. So you see leaves that are just lying flat. I found the the dogs just coming to enjoy their time here. Because in the evening here there's some cool air because of the shade. So they come lie on the vegetables. So I tried to put some thorns to just keep them away. So this is the cabbage that forms head. This is also a sunken bed. There's a sheet underneath. And also on the beetroots and the radish, there's a sheet underneath for this bed. So I have a lot of space. But the issue is water. Then I also run out of the black roll. Once I get another roll, I will create more beds. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Angela. It was nice having you. Thanks so much for your support. Okay, so here I'm growing potatoes from peels. These are potatoes from scrap. I've already now raised the bed. So they start from down. And now I've already done some healing up. As they continue growing, I continue doing healing up of the potatoes. These are some traditional vegetables, and that is amaranth. And the far end there is also amaranth. I want to get the grains because for amaranth you can enjoy the grains or the fresh tender leaves, or for the grains. So there I want to enjoy the grains. And you see, at least they survive. If I don't get water, they will look dry, but at least when I get water, they will revive back. So that's a good thing with amaranth. Then I have some sweet potato and some ginger. I have some sweet potato and some ginger. Let me move. This is ginger. So this is my ginger this far. Then if I can get lower. I've also put some thorns because my visitors love come just having some good time on top of my containers, because when they see wide containers or a nice wide bed where it's cool, where they can lie on the leaves, that's what they like. So here I have some ginger and some that have just shot up. So as long as you have a wide container, it doesn't have to be deep, you can do ginger. Wow, so this week I'm expecting to harvest some cucumbers. I'm expecting to harvest some chili, some tender leaves, some cowpeas, some more zucchini. So I have a lot of harvesting to do. Then I also have to support my sunflower plants. Here, this is the last point now. Ginger, you have to wait for it even like 9 months. Ginger, you have its time. Ginger does not take a short time to grow. You have to it takes a lot of time to grow. So once at least you just let your ginger sit on the counter, or if you bought some ginger from the market and you see some growth points, now you can plant, you can snap it and let it dry on the counter. Once it dries on the counter, you can come and plant it. And then you give it time. For ginger, it's 9 months, and then at least you can come and start harvesting. You can harvest a piece and let the other plant continue growing. You don't have to harvest all of it at once. Here I have groundnuts, and these potatoes are already falling off, so they are forming the tube. And here is also another potato, and I modified the container. So the container gets to this point, but now I added more because you need to heal up. And once they start falling over, it means there's tuber formation going on. So you just let it form the tubers. And then here I have groundnuts. Groundnut also 6 months, takes a lot of time to grow, and it's already flowering. And now it will also start giving pegs. The pegs, the groundnut pegs, it means that you can heal up, you can add some more soil so that it can grow more groundnuts. And finally, these are my potatoes. And here I've planted some beans. I planted some beans on the side to make sure, just to add in some more nitrogen. So that was what I wanted to update you for this live episode. Thank you so much for joining me in this live episode. Please do watch the other videos I've shared. Do like, do comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for your support. I hope to start some more seeds. I have some more seeds. I'm planning to start some more seeds that I can share with people to just grow at home. I don't even want to put them up for sale. I just want to share with more people so that they can learn to grow. So that's all for this live episode. Let me leave you with this beautiful flowering chili plants. And I can say bye. See you in the next live episode. Thank you so much for your support. Bye.